we've got some great questions in the pot. So go ahead, take about 3 seconds, grab a pen and some paper so you don't miss a thing. So, Patrick, you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, let's not waste any time. What are we talking about today?
Well, I don't know, but you know what? Let me. I think we need to get a pot.
Okay, 1 second.
Ooh, Keisha.
All right, so what do we have? And before we pull a question, I just want to thank all of our viewers who have been so kind to send in your questions. Please know that if we do not get to your question today, just keep tuning in. Yours might be next. All right, so let's see what we've got.
Mix them up, mix them up, mix them up.
Uh-oh. I got them coming out. Okay, I'm gonna let you do the honors, sir.
Okay, wow. All right, so Keisha, are HOA fees optional?
Oh,
It's a good question.
that is a great question. A question that we hear quite often. So let's kind of talk about it. I would say that the first thing that's important to point out is the purpose behind HOAs and HOA fees. So for those who don't know, HOA stands for Homeowners Association. And oftentimes there are fees that are attached to living in communities that have homeowners associations that have deed restrictions and rules and regulations for homeowners to abide by.
And those fees can, you know, Keisha, guys, the range is anywhere from like
Yes.
$20, $30 on up to several $1,000s. I've seen some go as high as $2,000
Per month?
So yes, ma'am, per month. And depending on the type of structure that you're dealing with, if it's a high rise or you know, condo or single family, all of those are going to have some variations in there, but that's the range that you're looking at. So very important to note, guys.
Yes, with condos and townhome communities, oftentimes the HOA fees are going to be attached to the types of amenities that you have. So the more things you have in the community that make the community
more
nice,
you're going to pay.
right?
Right.
You got it.
That's
So the
right.
pools, the tennis courts, the guard at the gate,
The workout center,
all of that.
you know.
Covered
Get-
parking.
Get guests, you know how you get all your guest cards, you got some, you know, the big splash pads.
Oh, yes.
And you get, oh,
I
my
love
goodness.
those.
Oh, do you? Oh, the walking bike trails, the lakes where we go, you know, fellas, you know, you like to go, oh, all of that. I'm paying for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. In single family communities, it's going to be structured much the same way.
Yeah.
So similarly, the amenities equal dollars. That's the best way to think about it. But some things that could also happen with the HOA, especially if you're living in communities that are structured like condos and townhomes, if there are needs that arise from the building, say a new roof, say they need to repave the sidewalk in front, things like that, then that can lead to some
Yeah,
additional
special assessments and things.
dollars.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're gonna pay extras for that, as Keisha said, and I mean, it can vary. We've seen it get up again into the thousands of dollars, and you need to be prepared for that. You have to have that budgeted. So it's always a good idea to verify up front if you're thinking about purchasing in, like say a condo or association or whatnot, find out what type of reserves do they have. You know, are there any pending lawsuits and things like that? I mean, there's all kind of things that you need to check on.
Absolutely. And going back to the root of the question, are HOA fees optional? If you choose to live in a neighborhood that has a mandatory HOA, then you are committing to pay those fees. And not paying those fees could lead to very serious consequences.
Serious consequences. And when I say serious consequences, guys, let me give you an example.
Please.
I had people you hear all the time, it says, hey, this is my house, right? I pay the note, I pay the mortgage, no one's gonna tell me what to do. And you know what, if I get a note saying, hey, I can't cut my grass, you know, I have to cut my grass, I can't paint my door this color and all, and then you get a notice with a fine on it, understand you can be fined. And if you don't pay that fine,
Absolutely.
there can be a lien placed against your property.
Absolutely.
And, you ready?
I'm ready.
They can foreclose on your property.
Did you, what? The F word?
I did.
Foreclose?
Foreclose on your
Oh.
property. So, guys, let me say this. That's why it is so important to have an awareness of your rules, your regulations, your bylaws, etc. Because some HOAs, and actually quite a few, have quite a bit of power.
And also think about your temperament, who you are as an individual. Am I the type of person who could live in a community where I have another body of people that are giving feedback on what I should and should not be doing with my home? So that's something to think about. Is that in sync with your personality?
Well, and Keisha, I want to say this. A lot of times I'll have individuals come to me and say, you know, Patrick, like I said earlier, no one's going to tell me what to do. You know what? I want the freedom to be able to do as I please. And I said, okay,
I won't.
that sounds
I'm
great.
paying the
But
mortgage.
understand this. If you have the freedom to do as you please, to paint your door red, to paint your door blue, to put out certain accessories or whatnot out in the front yard of fence or whatever. Understand, guess who else has that freedom?
Everybody in your
And
neighborhood.
your neighbor might wake up one day and say, you know what, I think I want to get in the car sale business. Next thing you know, there's a big dump truck coming in, gravel being poured in the front yard,
no.
plywood that spray paint says for sale, and what can you say about it?
Nothing.
I think you get the picture.
So, as you're considering whether or not an HOA community is for you, just keep those things in mind. Is it something that you're comfortable with in terms of your temperament, and also what goes along with that in terms of the types of rules and regulations that could be imposed upon you as a homeowner?
We want to thank you for tuning in, and it's very important, guys, if you like this video, you like what Keisha and I had to share with you, make sure that you subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure that you
like it.
make sure that you comment.
Absolutely. And we always respond to the comments of our viewers. So please, please, please take a minute and just drop us a line and we will get back to you.
And if you want to know, guys, I like it. Wait, you know now. Oh, no, I'm teasing. Listen, you may want to know all these questions, where they come from. Well, listen, you can send questions to.
You can send questions to questions@whatscookingcrew.com, and your question may be featured in our beautiful silver pot. So we look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. You guys have a great day.
See you next time, guys. Bye.